everybody. Welcome to Tea Time with Liz. Come on in. It is tea time. Tonight, I'm so excited to have two amazing people in my life, my father and my brother, joining us for Father's Day and Son special. We're giving honor, like I said, to all the men in relationships in our men relationships in our lives. So I wanted to bring my favorites and start this time off right. But before we get into the good tea with them, you know how we do. We do our tea time announcements. So like I said, the month of June is dedicated to all the men out there. We thank you, we honor you for all that you do. So next week I will have a good friend of mine, Ahmad, who is also a Christian rapper, entrepreneur, all these things, has an amazing story to share and tell. I have my own brother-in-law and his father talking about their relationship as well coming up. And then we're also planning to, hopefully to do a cooking session to see how you can make the best meal for your father, son, husband, boyfriend, whoever. A way to a man's heart I know is through their stomach, right? So we're gonna have fun doing that. So that is what is coming up here on Tea Time with Liz. And then, as you know, if you have not yet got your Tea Time with Liz mugs, you can get those. The big ones are 20, 10 is for the smaller ones. All the proceeds do not go to me; they are going to helping single moms. We are going to do amazing gift baskets for them at the end of the year for Christmas. Just say thank you for all your hard work, and you deserve to be honored through the holidays as well. So please, if you don't even want a cup, you can always donate. Just hit me up in the DMs, and we will gladly take your donation and shout you out. So as you see, I got my Tea Time with Liz t-shirts. They're coming soon, you all. So stay tuned. Hopefully, before summer ends, you will be able to sport your Tea Time with Liz t-shirt. So that is all the announcements I have. Oh, last plug, sorry. Your girl, she done launched her cookie business. So if you are looking for some homemade cookies, definitely hit me up. It is called Lizzie's Cookie Jar. I am on Facebook, Instagram. You can place your order through the link on Instagram, actually online, or you can email me and I will send you an invoice. So stay tuned for more with Cookies with Liz. All right. That is it, legitly. Thanks, guys, for hanging in there with all those announcements. And I'm sure their facial expressions were great. So,
No facial expressions. I didn't make any on
none
this show.
whatsoever. Right.
Yeah.
I know my family way too well. It's fine. So, all right. Well, let's start with the big bishop over here, the great one himself, the one that brought us to life here. um,
Oh, wow.
let's
Okay.
let's give it up for my father, Suffolk and Bishop Sylvester Clark. Tell us about yourself, Dad. Welcome to Tea Time.
Yeah, well, first of all, I thought the cups were $40. That's what I paid. But anyway, we'll go on
Wow,
from
because
there.
you got two. Let me clarify,
I
everybody.
guess I'm the only
I
one
did
that's
not
paying
cheat my dad.
40.
He got two big cups. Thank you, and we thank you. We shout you
What?
out.
I was told 50, so I don't know how long
Yeah,
that would take.
I
No,
know.
You
I'm
know
just
what?
kidding.
They just keep
Wow,
rising up for the
we're gonna have to
flavor.
edit.
I'm just kidding. You're good. You're good.
I'm
It's
totally
fine.
confused by
It's fine.
20.
They owe me anyway. It's fine. Go ahead.
Oh. Well,
Well,
my
tell us
name is
about yourself.
Suffolk and Bishop Sylvester Clark, Pastor Clark, whatever you want to call me. I pastor House of Deliverance here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I have 5 children, and um, I work at Volunteers of America, and I'm married to one of the best women in the world, Tracy
Woo-hoo.
Clark, and that's my best friend, and so I that's all about me. I'm
I
from
mean,
Chicago,
Yeah, shout out to all the Chicagoans out there. Shout
Straight
out.
from
Shout out to
Yeah,
Chicago.
you.
yeah, shout out to
I'll
them.
let you know. Yep. So I'm good.
Awesome. So Dad, do you have any hobbies? I know you've been, trying
I
this pit
like
master
to
thing.
barbecue and cook a little bit. I'm learning more and more how to grill, and that's one of my hobbies. Um, my next hobby I'm going to take up is golfing. Someone will ever help me out with that one, but anyhow,
Oh
I'd
Lord.
like to
I
hit that
can't
little
wait.
golf ball around and see how that would be like.
Oh
Uh,
no. Oh my
so,
God. This is gonna be great. Well, let me know how that goes, Jeremiah.
yeah.
I look. I told him whenever he's ready, we can go hit the range.
Please
Split
record.
a couple of trees in half. I'll be good. So,
He'll be all right.
I really
I
like to
will
lift
carry your golf
weights.
clubs just to be there. It's
I do
fine.
like to work out. I do like to lift
You
weights,
do.
and for a stress reliever, that's what I do. I go to the gym, and I like to lift a little arm. So always have, and I guess that's what sometimes keep me going and uh, ease the stress.
That's what's up. Staying healthy. All
Yeah,
right. Well, thanks, Dad, for hanging out. I'm gonna call you Dad, so sorry.
that's okay.
All
Dad.
right. It is my little brother, Jeremiah. Hello.
Hello,
Introduce
hello.
yourselves to all these lovely people out here tonight.
I am Jeremiah Clark, born and raised in Sioux Falls. The favorite child of my father, the favorite sibling of all of my sisters. Um, I work for Lutheran Social Services as a reentry coach. Hobbies, basketball, video games, anything that's competitive, you'll probably find me doing it. So that's about it.
Really?
That's me.
You're married, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I am married to Jessica Clark. Actually, we're
Sure.
celebrating 2 years, May
Woo,
31st.
woo.
So yeah,
Yes,
Congratulations. Happy
you made it. 2 years.
anniversary.
Wow.
yes.
God.
Another Clark to the family is what
Another
happened.
Clark. She's got
Yes.
the best last name, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. I'm trying to change it. That's fine. I'm just joking. I'm
Go
joking.
ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
So, well, shout
Go
out
ahead.
to you. Thank you for joining us on Tea Time. As my brother said, he didn't get that competitiveness from nowhere. It runs in the family. My parents were big sports people. I don't know if my mom shared that on my Tea Time, but since you're here, Dad, what were some of the things you used to get into as a athlete?
Well, I played football when I was in high school. I played football, did track, um, always played basketball on the side, was very competitive with that, even though I wasn't really a basketball player, but I played.
You
And
tried.
baseball, love baseball. So there's not a sport I don't love really. I'll whoop you down some badminton. Yeah.
Badminton, Dad?
Oh yeah, badminton. Come on with it.
Okay.
Backgammon. Yeah, yeah. Those games. I'm good at
Yeah,
that.
we won't talk about the spades, the Uno,
Yeah.
and the dominoes, all right?
You know it
That's
already. You know what it
that's a
is already.
whole nother tea
You know
time.
what it is already.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what it
you could
is.
do a whole segment about spades, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That
Get
is
beat.
that is a whole nother tea time. But okay, yes. So like I said, we grew up under some competitive type of parents, and so we all have this competitiveness inside of us. I'm sure you would find it entertaining to watch us all watch a sports game of any sort. It's quite interesting, but even it's fun though. It's fun. So
Yeah.
it's
Definitely.
great family times, great memories. So speaking of memories, who wants to share a memorable moment between you two? Yes, like my brother said, there are three sisters. He's amazing sisters. However, I don't think he's the favorite of us siblings, but he's and we have an older brother as well, but shout out to him. But anyway, Um, Jeremiah, definitely. I know you have some stories, but who wants to share their favorite story?
I can go. Memory. I mean, the ones that always pop into my head is just playing basketball all the time out in the driveway. I mean, that was something we
Yeah,
did as
definitely.
kids with Dad
21.
all
Oh
the
no, you
time.
ain't gonna do this.
Play 21 in driveway all the
Oh,
time. And I will never forget when we were younger playing Dad and him having no mercy on anyone, throwing
man. I
block
feel
shots and telling
lightning
everyone he's
signals.
playing tennis with everyone's shots that day is what he'd always tell us. I'm playing tennis, so if you come to the hoop, I'm gonna be hitting it right back at you.
I'm telling
So,
you all, he's competitive. He
oh
like,
yeah,
trash
oh yeah,
talk all day long.
yeah. I think I learned half of my trash talk just by playing 21 in the driveway.
Okay.
Like
No.
85% of my trash talk I used for the rest of
Basically.
my life came from my
Yeah.
driveway, which I don't know if it's good or bad, but
Shout out to our dad for all the trash
No.
talk.
Oh,
That's
no,
awesome.
for sure. Those are the first memories that always pop into my head, just because that was something we did, all of us. So
Most definitely. Yes.
yeah,
That
well, I
was
knew when it was time to stop playing him too. That's
yeah.
a
I mean,
memory in my head.
I didn't want to tell that story. I'm not gonna put him on blast about anything. Just try to have a good
I was
memory. We'd
trying to
have to
tell
go.
him when
trying to
his
keep
mom's
it
gonna
keep
get
it
off.
good.
Trying to keep it to a positive memory. I didn't
He
want to go
sent me
down.
to he sent me to the acute care. He ain't gonna tell anyone that.
Yeah.
You got injured? That
Oh my goodness, twice.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
twice.
my hamstring, I popped, and then my Achilles, I almost
Achilles.
ruptured that, and I had to walk around in a boot for about 3 to 4 weeks. And yeah,
Wow.
that's when I learned he needed to play somebody else.
That's when the
He ain't
memories
playing me
went.
no more.
Came and went, huh?
Those two
Oh
times, those
God.
are for all the times he beat me and made me go into the house upset and mad at the world. Those,
Listen, you
those
all. Seriously, I know what my brother's talking about because I remember those summer nights when
Whatever,
we get beat by
Liz.
our dad. We just be hot. We just be mad.
upset. You walk into the
And
house
the thing
and
is,
first
you
thing
can't
mom would
say
say
nothing
is,
because it's your
mom,
parent.
mom would say, "Who won?" And dad would be like, "I did."
Just trash talking the whole house.
No, I ain't losing.
Yeah.
That was the night I went to bed early. It's fine.
Right? Everybody went to their room, didn't even eat supper.
Didn't say
Everybody was just
nothing.
mad.
It made
Didn't
you
have
better.
And it did. It did.
But as my brother said, it wasn't just the basketball in the summertime, but there were some snow fights in the wintertime.
Oh, that was crazy.
Those were classic. Shout out to my sisters as well. They definitely got some of that. My dad, he did not treat us as kids. I can tell you
Oh,
that.
stop.
Okay, you got to defend him
But
a
it
little
made
bit.
us better,
Okay,
as
so
he
he was
said. It made us better.
he was getting ganged up by children throwing snowballs at him, trying to throw snow at him as much as possible. So what did he do? He threw us in the snow. Okay, not me. I was quick enough to get away, but the other three, they weren't so
Thanks,
fortunate.
thanks, Jerry. Thanks.
I didn't want to put anyone on blast, but yeah, the three daughters, yeah, they're not fast enough to get away. They
Let
all
me
tasted
just say, he definitely toughened us up. Let me just say that he toughened us up. So
that's funny.
shout out to my sisters, like I said. So okay, so basketball memory. Okay, Dad, what's your memory of you and Jerry?
Well, with me and Jerry, it was a bad one, but yeah, it was a funny one. And it'll always stick in my head when Jeremiah, I don't know what he was doing. And, he's probably making some unnecessary noise in the house, acting up. And I was going to spank him.
Oh
But
god,
um, Jeremiah ran. First time ever
Jerry was
any of my
great.
kids ran from me. And he took off and we got this table. So you just have to understand our house. We got this table where if you get around the table and you get away from, you can get away from me. So he took off, and I thought I had him and blocked off, and boom, he got underneath me, slid underneath the table, and I couldn't get to him. And it made me laugh so much that I didn't even spank him. It was so funny, and he was so quick, and he did it. and it just made me forget about why I was even spanking them, and it was so funny, and I laugh about it today. Sometimes I think about it and I just start busting up, and I go, "That boy was too slick that day.
It was.
He got
Um,
away.
I think all of us were scared for his
I
life.
was like, my goodness." And I think everybody was mad because he didn't get the spanking
Yep.
and
True.
he got
True that.
away. And then I was laughing and busting up from it. So
Okay,
I
let's think about
remember.
this for a second, though. I escaped a whooping, and my sisters were upset about it. Like,
Yeah.
I think we were more mad that we didn't think of it, or that we didn't get that quickness. It's one
but
or the other.
I just want everyone to know the environment I grew up in. They were rooting for me to get the spanking. Okay.
Oh, it was too funny.
Oh gosh, I'll never forget
Okay,
that one. Actually, I
I'm just
remember that.
saying.
So
I'm just saying. I'm gonna share my memory stories with each one of you. Let me see. Let's start with Jeremiah since you want to say that. Why do we not get along? No, I'm just kidding. I love my brother, but he tried me every day. See, the summer times, my parents found me very responsible to watch my siblings, and so
Which
my
is a
little
good thing.
brother definitely gave me that challenge, and I feel like God was training me for my son. So shout out to my son. He acts just like his uncle, so it's all right.
Oh
I already know the
my
game. So thank you, Jerry.
God.
you're welcome. Prepped
Um,
you. I prepped you for
it was
motherhood.
it was the summers where, but there was one time I literally thought I was going to die because I thought I lost my brother. Um, he was outside. We were, hey, if you're outside, you're within vicinity. I'm cool. Just don't bother me, right? I was preteen. I was trying to sleep. So I wake up though, try to gather everybody for lunch, and all of a sudden we can't find Jeremiah. I'm running frantically around the house, looking through everything, and the yard's pretty decent. My parents have two a double decker, so there's different places you could hide. So we had a playground too with a little tree house or whatever. So I'm frantically looking for this kid in tears, like, oh my god, my brother got stolen. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My two sisters, to be honest, I don't even know where they were.
Really?
Vanessa and Audrey, I don't know where you were, why you weren't helping me, but I'm frantic trying to find him. I even walked, we didn't live but like a block away from an elementary school where they
Right.
attended. So I literally walked all the way over there thinking he may have went to the park, tried to sneak away. He wasn't there, so I run back home. All of a sudden I see this little dude running around the house like he knew every step I was taking, like because I was so worked up that I wasn't paying attention. I was just trying to find something that moved and looked like him. He's dying laughing, just dying laughing, just cracking up. I grab him, I'm crying hysterically. I'm like, I hate you. Why would you do that? You jerk. I'm telling mom and dad, but I'm glad you're okay. And, I'm hugging him and making sure he's fine. It's one of those love hate
Wow.
situations.
Hey, you were happy to find me, weren't you? All right, that's all that matters.
So happy, but yet so mad that you did that to me. But so that's one of the childhood memories. But as we've grown up, like I said, we've had some great times. So your wedding being one of them, hands down, no shade to the Woodwards, but your party was amazing. I will never forget it. And so
It's a
shout
good
out
time.
to that Clark family wedding. So um,
It was fun.
now, my memory with my father. Oh, so many. But all good, Dad. Don't sweat. Don't sweat.
I'm
Um,
good. I'm good.
one. I will. This one I will always remember. So, like I said, we grew up in a competitive home, very sporty. So, my parents encouraged us to go out for every sport you possibly could. So, eighth grade year, I never done track in my whole entire life.
Ah,
Never in my whole entire life. So the track coach even was like, yo, we need you on the team. We need you for shot put. We need you for disc. I'm like, what and who and how, why? But sure. Okay. Something to do. It's a sport. Like I said, that's what we're about. So I go out for track. I have my first track meets. And I even brought the disc home, I think, one time
Yep.
and the shot home to practice.
Yep.
And
I tried.
one thing, my dad used to get frustrated with me because I was just so nice and so innocent. He just
Yeah.
wanted me to get it. He just really wanted me to get it, and I wasn't getting it. So, nevertheless, my first track meet, my dad pulls up to the fence. He doesn't even get out the car. He just pulls up to the fence, like, you all, to watch the track meet. And I think it was raining though. In his defense, it was raining. So sorry about the interruption. There we go. In his defense, it was somewhat raining, but still, he's sitting in the car. I throw the shot. I throw the disc. And I knew I did bad. I'm not even going to lie on myself. I know I did bad because I really didn't know what I was doing. I'm just trying to, do another sport. Oh, finally, the track meet's over. I gather my things. I get to the van, the car, whatever. He just stares at me. He said, "What the heck was that?" I said, "What? What are you talking about?" He's like, do you even know, like, because my dad, like I said, he's competitive, and he wanted us to be like all of us. His dream was for us all to be all Americans, like all of us. So I was not hitting that mark, y'all, and he made sure I knew it that day. Trust me, I practiced my butt off. Still never got it, but hey,
You did better though.
he
You
pushed
did
me.
better.
He pushed me. So shout out to my dad on that note. So
That's fun.
that is one of my great memories. It's funny today, but at that moment I was like, "Dang, I suck." But it was good. It was good. So,
That's funny.
all right. Well, thanks for the story time. Got one serious question, and then we're going to get into see how well you know each other as father and son. So, on that note. That's the big question, especially in the environment and the climate we're in today. How important is a father son relationship to you in your role as the father and then your role as the son? So, who wants to answer first? How important is this relationship?
I'll let the father answer first. I feel like
The elders go first.
he's got a more probably an important role than I do.
I I really believe that a father and son role is very important, especially in the time that we live in. There is so much things that are going on, especially for young men today to get into that can be lead them down the wrong path, tracks. And what I liked about my son that we built a relationship when we was younger. He was younger. He could always come talk to me and he knew how to approach me like some others didn't. But he could come and talk to me. We could talk about anything. We talked about sports. He thought he knew more than I. But anyhow, we always had a really good relationship. And so even he knew, even if he was in trouble in school or whatever, our relationship was tight enough where if they was wrong, treating him wrong, or whatever, he could call me, and we really, I really appreciate my son because there were sometimes I would have a stressful day or whatnot, and he would make me laugh. All of my kids, I have to say, they would. I would come home, y'all would make me laugh, and my day would get better. And because sometimes I go, why do we have all these kids? And then somebody make me laugh and crack up, and then I'm like, yeah, this is why. So but I remember one time I went to go pick him up, and he's walking home already. I told him I was going to be there, and inpatient Jeremiah decided I'm going to walk on home, and I'm looking for him at the school. Drive out of the school. I wasn't like you, Liz. I didn't look around very long because I knew he took off. I knew he wasn't gonna wait, And there he is with his little friend, and I think it was Brendan. He was walking home, and I go, "You want to ride? No, go ahead, walk. I ain't gonna mess with you." I went home, and he walked home, and so you know. But I had a relationship with him where I knew he wasn't gonna get in trouble and he wasn't gonna act up, because I had given him permission to do something that he usually, hey, all right. So I really appreciate that. I always talk about some things with my son and talk about two people about my son, and I really appreciate him. Uh,
Hmm.
so, yep. Even when I'm going through, sometimes I can call him and mess with him, just like when uh, he's ever going through. I remember one time he called me when basketball season was when basketball was done for him. But we ain't gonna talk about that because that was all good. But it just made me closer with my son and knowing that anytime he's going through something, he can call me, and if I'm going through something, I can call him really, and that um, we can pray for each other, and that's where God comes in. At we got a spiritual background, relationship, you know, um, and faith, and I think that fathers have to build that type of relationship with their sons these days because there's just too much for them to get out into. And I look at some young men his age and things like that didn't have a work habit, don't know how to work, didn't want to work, and I mean they're the same age, and some of them, they're just kind of out there, and I'm like, not so much me, but God really, kept him. He really listened to his mother, and you know, uh, he did well for himself. So I was really been proud of him for that. And sometimes, without him knowing, I brag on him a little bit, just a little. Liz, don't let him
It's
get a big one.
fine. It's the baby of the family. Everybody loves the baby. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, thanks. Thanks, Dad. Go ahead, Jerry. What do you have to say about
Why
being
does everyone automatically say just because I'm the baby, I'm
Yeah.
allowed to talk?
because we have to make that known that it's not because it's just you. You're the baby. It's not because of you.
How about the fact that maybe I was just a better kid than you guys? Like maybe we should just I'm just messing with
We'll
you.
talk about the sibling rival later,
I
okay?
was just kidding. um, I mean, I think that he hit it pretty head on, and just the fact of having that relationship, it's just huge. I'll never forget being in, gosh, I don't know, I was probably early on, probably 9 or 10 years old, and he told me, don't ever give anyone a reason to like get the assumption of you being something that you're not. Whether it's just stereotyping you or putting you in a category you don't belong. So and I took that to heart for a majority of my life. I just always tried to present myself well, not put myself in situations where I know it could be, and just a bad thing could come from it, really. So I think having that conversation, and him willing to have that conversation is important. And I think that's an important part of a father-son relationship, being willing to have maybe some of those tough conversations, with your kids, and just letting them know, I think some people don't realize that kids can handle more than you think they can, and if you put that on their plate, they'll probably absorb it way more than you think they actually would. So for him to have that conversation at a pretty young age, it was important. So
Wow. Words of wisdom that stick with you for life, right?
mm,
That is our father. Definitely has words of wisdom, and I know of making sure we did right, be right, and got us in order. A lot of the times, kept us in the church. That I think this is who we are. Represents what you've instilled in us. So hopefully, as much as you are proud of us, we thank you for
Very.
every whooping, for every Well, Jerry didn't get none,
I
but
was gonna
that's
say,
fine.
maybe speak for Liz, because I don't. I will never thank you for a
Whooping.
whooping. Okay, did I deserve them? Possibly, but
Like I
I'm never gonna
said,
thank you for
that's a whole nother tea time.
that.
I was
Liz,
Hey, we
just
ain't
mad.
thank
going there.
Liz. Did you
Oh
just thank
goodness.
him for a whooping? Is it getting late?
I
What is
did.
happening?
I did. I know, right? No, but seriously, I think when I moved to Minneapolis, that's when I realized I thank God for everything my parents instilled in me because it saved me in a lot of situations and made me make some good decisions as well. So, I think, the representation of what your parents put in you, you definitely um, show that when you begin to venture out in the real world. But and you've already kind of touched with Jeremiah too. Like even though we have 9 years between us, the pouring and the putting into us never changed. And as his son, it just never changed, and it made us, like I said, who we are
I
today.
think it
So,
was the hugging when you guys got mad at each other. You had to come together.
That was the worst.
my dad, my
That was
dad's
worse. That
discipline
was literally
style,
worse. That was literally worse than getting a whooping.
basically.
That's why you
But
guys love each other so much now. You do.
nah, we are each other's friends. To
Yeah,
be,
Somebody was just talking about that the other day.
yeah, because you're just got in a fight with your sibling. The last thing you want to do is hug him, and this man's gonna sit here and say, "Hug him and tell him you love him." No, I
definitely,
don't. I want to put him in a
definitely.
headlock. Is what I want to do.
Basically, they can find their own way out. This is the time he can get lost.
Wow,
No, I'm
really,
just kidding.
really,
Well, mostly it was mostly our sisters, to be honest. Me and Jerry, we
we
did
were good.
connect. Shout out to Star Wars. They were coming
Star
out
Wars.
at that time. We
Yeah.
went to every single one while I was still home.
True. That's true.
We hung out. We
We did.
we were the first and the last together.
That's how
Um,
it works. The other two, I don't know.
we left the middle where the
Yeah.
middle needs to be.
Stop it.
But we love them just the same once again. All right. Well,
Yeah, good.
let's get into these questions, and then that
Yeah.
will conclude tea time tonight. So we're going to do some fun, see how well you know each other type of questions. So
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to
win.
ask Dad a question,
I'm gonna
and
win.
then
Okay.
vice versa.
He's doing
Jeremiah,
that.
you're going to get the same question as well. And I will keep score. So, like I
Oh yeah,
said,
I'm winning.
winner, there is a special prize for you at the end. So, let's go. All right. First question is this will go to Jeremiah. What is Dad's favorite food?
Dad's favorite food. Oh, okay. Is this literally just like everything? Is that what we're doing, or is it just like more like main course meals? Is that what we're talking here?
Okay, so if it's a meal, then say it's a meal.
Like, are we talking like desserts? Are these included as favorite food?
Oh, so you need a category. Okay, so
Yes.
what
Okay.
is
Yeah.
Dad's
You can.
favorite? Okay, so we'll say what is Dad's favorite meal?
Okay. So like a main
No, we
course
gonna
that
say
he
no
likes.
meals. Get up out of
Okay.
there.
Oh, what is Dad's favorite meal? I feel like I should know this. I feel like I should. You know. Oh. I feel like I'm gonna fail at this 100%.
Is it simple enough? Well,
I
we
feel
know
like
it's not goulash. We know it's, we know it's not goulash.
I don't know.
I'm about to leave.
I'm gonna go on a limb, and I'm gonna say chicken because that's what we ate the most frequently. So I feel like it has to be that.
You would be safe with that, but I was gonna say something around the barbecue section, but
See,
Yeah, but
because
that
they
we
ribs.
just started doing barbecue though, so that's the only reason why
but
like,
he's always good for a good. Let's go to Famous Dave's. Let's go to Cody's.
okay, yeah,
But
right,
Dad, what is your favorite meal? What is your
Chicken.
favorite meal?
It's chicken.
okay. Maybe I overthought that more than I
Yeah,
should have.
it's
I
chicken.
feel like he changed up his answer somehow.
No, it's chicken. But if he would have said ribs, he would have.
You would have
It's a
went with that
tie.
too.
I
Okay,
It's
was
a
gonna
tie
say
right
one of the
there.
two. Those are the
Them
top
that's
two.
chicken,
fine.
them
Yeah.
chicken and
That's
I
ribs.
can
fine.
tell you this: his
Oh,
favorite dessert is peach cobbler. I know that.
bingo.
It is
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Mom
I didn't
said,
know
"Heck
that.
yeah."
Yeah,
Mom would know. She has to make it all the time. Shout
that's
out
where I
to
was like,
Mom.
favorite food. I was like, I don't know. If you put some chicken and peach cobbler in front of me, I don't know which one
It's
you're picking. You
over.
know, it might
It's
be the peach
over.
cobbler. It might be a winner.
Okay, so all right, so Jerry, you did get that point. All right, Dad, now it's your turn. What is Jerry's favorite meal?
Easy.
I would say pizza is his favorite. I mean, he was always good for pizza. That boy used to cook pizza on his own. He learned how to cook and make pizzas.
Yeah.
And what killed me was sometimes he used to come home from work. He have all his buddies over here, and he's cooking and making pizza. I mean, so I would go with pizza. I'm gonna say
All right,
cheese pizza.
Easy.
there you have it. Dad and Jerry are tied. They both know each other on the food tip. They ain't going hungry. I promise you that. Um, all right, let's see this. What was Dad's first job?
Oh, I don't even know.
Now,
I don't even know if he's ever told me his first job. I'm gonna. I don't know. Maybe he did a newspaper route. That's my guess because I don't know anything else.
okay, Dad, is that right?
What's that? Ever my first
Your first
Yeah. What was
job
your first job?
ever before you existed or
Yes.
Yeah.
after you
Yeah.
existed?
Before I existed. Before I existed.
Oh, I worked for the rec department and Markham's. Let me say field house, whatever.
Oh, like a community center. You
Yeah,
work at the community center.
yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. So
That
Yeah.
was like when I was 12, 13 years old. Sometimes I didn't
Okay.
have a ride and I walked to get to work. So
Fine.
make that
Okay.
money. Make that
I, I for
money.
sure thought Dad was
He's
waking up
making that money.
throwing out newspapers to people, but
Yeah,
you know.
I was going
Dude,
to.
no, dog. I was
Shout
selling
out to my
more
dad. We did
newspapers.
have a part time gig at one time with the newspapers. That was interesting.
I hated
He was,
that. I
he
hated
was a
that.
pro. He
4 5
was
o'clock in the
throwing those
morning.
people's papers and landing
Man,
right.
man,
Boom. All right.
that
Well,
was the
Dad.
worst.
He said that was the worst. All right.
It
So, Dad,
was.
what is Jeremiah's first job?
Oh, okay. I should know his first job. Let's see.
He should have gave you his first paycheck. So yeah, you should. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, he should have gave me that first paycheck, but I'm gonna say the first job. I think I remember him and Trayvon working at the mall,
Okay. Do you remember
buying
the
clothes,
store's name?
which shocked me. Wow,
Yeah.
I think that was his first job ever.
Okay. Dad got it right. Sorry,
That's right.
Jerry.
That was my first official job. I would always do the
Yeah,
random basketball tournaments and stuff, but that wasn't
yeah.
really
He
a
used to
job. I just
do
got randomly
basketball
picked up.
tournaments.
But my
Yeah,
Oh,
first official
yeah,
job
this
was
was your first. I had to fill out an application.
mhm,
yeah.
yeah, had
All right. All right. Good. Good. All right. Well, Dad's 2-1. All right. So the next question is for you, Jerry. Here it goes. You go first. What Which one of these sports does your dad prefer to watch? Is it A, basketball, B, football, C, soccer, D, golf,
football. Football. I
or
don't need to hear
E,
the other options.
baseball?
It's football.
He said football. It's football. All right, Dad, is that true?
That is true. He knows that. I love
All
him
right,
for
all right.
If I didn't know
So
that, I would walk off.
he
that.
said we don't even need to list any other
You
ones.
know that.
All right, Dad, what is Jerry's preferred sport to watch?
Basketball. He will watch football. You know, he kind of love them both, but basketball is his thing. I mean, you sit and talk to him, he gonna tell you a whole lot about Kobe Bryant, LeBron, Michael Jordan, all the way back, KD and all of them. Basketball is his thing. That's inside out. So
Okay,
True.
got it. All right, is he right?
Yeah, absolutely. I would prefer to watch basketball over football any day of the week, but I do love football. It's close. Fantasy football, like, it really keeps me in it. So
yeah.
All right. So, next question. If dad had to pick a place to vacation or had to pick a vacation, would he prefer one of these categories?
Okay.
Would it be A, a luxurious resort, B, mountain cabin, C, staycation, a vacation at home, or D, international travel?
I'm gonna go with D, international travel.
Okay. Dad?
Yeah, he right on that. Yep.
Okay.
He
Man,
been
once I
talking about
went
wanting to do
overseas, that
international
was it.
travel. Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
that one Rome trip, and he's like,
At
let's
Rome, and
go.
then we went to what was it? Bahamas.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Oh,
Caribbean's, right?
So
Whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
them
yeah, I
overseas
forgot about
trips, huh?
that.
Yeah, I love them. That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Dad. Same question for Jerry. If Jerry had to pick a vacation, where is he going? Is he going on a luxurious resort, a mountain cabin, staying at home vacation, or international travel?
Oh, that's kind of hard, Liz, because um, I would say he would go to a resort, but nah, that ain't my pick. That's your mom
Oh,
trying.
you can
Right.
You want to know what's crazy? Is I heard mom in the
ahead.
background
Go
say
ahead. Name it
resort.
again. I would say. Say it again.
Okay. Luxurious resort,
Yeah.
mountain cabin,
Uh.
a stay home vacation, like you stay at home,
Yeah.
or D, international travel.
Uh. Man. Yeah. Well, it's hard for me, so I'm just gonna throw it out there and just say the um. I don't know. I don't know. Really, I really don't know.
Just pick one.
I'll
Just pick one.
I'll go with the resort, but that it's more. He'll probably go to the mountains and stuff and hang out a little bit. Nah, I don't know about that because he don't like them snakes out there. So I'm gonna say the resort. I'm gonna go with that right
Okay.
there.
Final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer. Resort because that was
Because
tough.
you were switching. All right,
Because
Jerry, is it?
I know he wants to do some international traveling. So your heart desire.
It's a close one. It's a close one, but I would definitely do the international traveling. I just laughed and shook my head because I heard mom in the background go resort.
Yeah, and I was thinking international travel before I was thinking resort.
International travel.
I know he kind of want to do some things like that, so that's where I really would want to go. But
oh yeah,
if he had a free trip to go hang out at a resort, he's there though.
100%.
Chilling.
You better believe it. It's a close second. If I can't get out of here and go to
Getting a
Europe,
tan.
then give me a resort for sure.
When chocolate drop, yeah, there you go.
All right.
So I lost that one.
All right. So that's okay. So now it's tied.
Give me a hard one.
Yeah.
I want a hard one.
So here we go. This might be a tough one. What is Dad's biggest goal? Like if he had a dream or a goal, what is that? What is Dad's biggest goal or biggest dream?
Dad's biggest dream.
Yeah, let's go with that. What's Dad's biggest dream? What's he always saying he wants to see happen?
Dad's
grandkids? No, I'm just kidding.
his biggest dream is probably just to retire, so he ain't got to do nothing no more. But no, I think it's. I'm gonna go with expanding like the church to overseas. I think that would probably be like somewhere like somewhere else outside of the United States. That's where I think.
Oh well. All right, Dad. Is that a dream?
That is one of my dreams. That expanding the church, and yes, expanding it overseas as well. So yeah.
He's taking he's taking applications for anybody who would like to.
Yeah.
Definitely. I don't feel the Lord calling me across these. No offense.
I'm sending Liz to
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Liz was the first one, right?
Yeah, Leslie's going to Ghana for me. She's going to
All
start
right.
that ministry.
You
Oh
tried it. So, okay. Well, Jerry got it. Okay.
yeah.
So then, Dad, what is one of Jerry's biggest dreams?
Oh, he already did it. He got married. He couldn't. He didn't think he was going to find a wife.
Shout out to Jessica. Okay. Love you, sis.
Yeah, everyone say a prayer for my wife. I put her through it. I'll be honest.
Oh,
Shout
his
out.
biggest dream. Wow.
But she's stuck. She's stuck now.
It's over.
She can't get out
That's
now.
why
Too
we're
late.
always here for you, Jess.
Yeah. Oh, let me
That's
see.
funny.
Wow, his biggest dream. Uh, I don't know. I think his biggest dream just to be successful and a good father and husband. That's probably was, and I'm gonna say that. I'm not sure you got me on that one right there because you really didn't come out with a whole lot. But I think being a successor husband and father, and that's what he wants to do.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
100%. Yeah, that's definitely one of my dreams. It's one of my biggest fears, actually, also.
So it's a
Oh,
love
you're
hate.
gonna be a great dad. You're gonna be a great dad.
I can't wait. I hope he gets somebody like me. That's no, just because you're gonna love her.
Even if he did, he would still be a great dad.
You know,
I'm just saying, it's only a fair trade, God. It's only
you
a fair trade because
you can
my
wish
son.
you can wish that
He gonna
upon
have
me, but
full points.
don't wish that on Jess. Okay? Wish it on me, but don't wish it on Jess. That's not fair.
She's
Yeah,
gonna love me though.
don't whoop me
She's gonna love
twice.
me. She's gonna love the version of me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So here's the next question. All right, Jerry, which would Dad not prefer to do?
Hmm.
Yard work,
Okay.
laundry,
Okay.
or car maintenance?
I'm gonna go with car maintenance because I just don't think I think he would prefer the other two if he had to over working on a car for a whole day. But
Well, Mom would not want him doing no goddamn laundry.
I've seen him do laundry
Excuse
before.
me.
I've seen him do yard work multiple times. The car
Yes.
thing, I've been around when him and Mom have attempted it. It's not a good look. Okay, it's just rough.
Listen,
The battle.
Dad is Tim the Toolman Taylor. Okay.
Look, I can do the car work. I just back away and just let her have her way.
But yes,
'Cause,
that
you
is one
know,
thing he's honest about. That is one thing.
I'm not gonna argue
Oh
with.
yeah.
I mean, fight with her over changing a fuel pump and what else did we change? A water pump. We didn't change some things in our cars and stuff. And you know, if I'm not doing it right, then she wants to jump in and take over. And I'll tell you a story. One time,
Oh
we were
Lord.
changing a fuel pump, and I was underneath the car and stuff to get to the pump, and then I had to get out of there and go get a tool. And she was like, "This will work right here." And she got underneath it, and Sister Henderson came over, and she was underneath the car, and I was coming out of the door. So you know how that went. It
That
didn't
look
go well for me as a man. It did not go well for me. Let's just say that. So
Bad look.
got off your
that
post. You weren't supposed to leave the post.
didn't go well. Yeah, I heard it from my pastor and everything. You know, you're supposed to be the man, and well, she's not very submissive. So.
Don't say that, Mom. We love you. All right.
She's
Well,
not trying to
Go getter.
listen.
Mom's a go getter.
she is.
Yes.
My mom is a walking Google. I say.
Yes. Man, she
Literally,
even tell you
she
how to
knows
change a
everything.
tire, and you're changing it and jacking it up a little higher, and whatever
She's.
it is.
You don't need to call AAA. Call my mom. It's fine.
100%.
Yeah, we'll get that tire changed for you quick. So.
All right, Jerry. Or Dad, this question is the same for you. If Jerry had to not do one of these four or three, I think it was,
Yeah, it's 3.
which one would it not be? Would it not be yard work, laundry, or car maintenance?
Huh. Well, never liked doing yard work, so I don't know. But I think he has changed. So I'm gonna say car maintenance. I'll go with the car maintenance. I just don't see him trying to mess with no vehicle.
100%. I will not.
No.
But I will call and find somebody to do it.
There you go.
I will do laundry. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. Yard work is what it is. Don't ask me to touch no
It
car.
ain't gonna never change. Yard work is just yard work. It's just gonna beat you down. So you're gonna do it anyhow.
All right. So next, this will be the last question.
All right.
Jerry, if Dad received $1,000 prize,
Okay.
what would he do with it?
I'm going to say he would invest it.
Okay. Final answer?
I'm saying this because I hope that's what he would do if he got $1,000.
Invested into some rims? No, I'm just kidding. No. So okay, so you're gonna say invested for $1,000. If he got $1,000, smackaroos.
That was what I'm hoping he was going to do, but I don't think that's what he would actually.
Okay, well, be honest. What is he gonna do?
He'd probably donate it because that's what he would do.
Oh yeah, that's him. One of us girls is gonna be calling. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right, Dad. So what would you do if you got $1,000?
He's right. I would probably end up giving it more of it away than I would do anything else. But my first thing would be, hey, how can I invest this? And then, yeah, I would end up going, such and such needs this, and this one needs that. So
Yeah.
there goes $1,000.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. Yes, definitely. All right. So
Always trying to help.
Same question for you, Dad. If Jerry got $1,000 prize, what do you think he would do with it?
Send me on the trip.
Okay.
You would think about it. I know that for sure. But I think he probably would put it away. Jeremiah don't like spending money. He never have. So he would
Shout out to my brother.
He definitely would take that money, put it in the bank, and be banking it. He not, I would give him, allowance and this and that. I told somebody one time, I said, I think I gave him $20 and I gave Vanessa $20. Vanessa, don't get mad. Hers was gone and he had his still, and I asked him, did he need lunch money? Because I'm thinking, okay, if she spun up hers, he needs some too. And he was like, no, I'm good. He had more than $20. So that boy would save his money. He would keep money. Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you because shout out to my brother. For somebody who never had a job, was able to buy Christmas presents. Listen, in high school, like that, I mean, seriously, because he was in so many sports, so he didn't really work. And
he was working.
But this boy, he was eating off the dollar menu, he said.
Absolutely.
He was getting those $5 pizzas, and then he pocket the change. And so when it came for Christmas time, we was like, oh, we about to get crap. No, Jerry came through. So shout out to Penny Picture Jerry. So, all right. So is he right on his answer?
100%. The only thing I would even question thinking about spending on would be a PS5, but that'd be about it. But nah, it's probably going in the bank.
Oh, I'm sure your wife would love that.
No, that's why it's going in the bank.
She would definitely love the investment.
Is that all it costs? $1,000?
No, it's cheaper than that, but she don't know that.
Is that how much it costs? Yeah,
no,
Dad.
I was thinking about. I said, I should hook him up.
No, nah, it's all right.
Remember, his birthday is August 18th.
Basically, has been my whole life.
No, it's been the other way. Me and my brother are literally 9 years and 4 days apart, so it's okay. His birthday's the 14th.
No, I really would like to see one of those games, that PS5. I want to see what it looks like. So
pretty amazing. You'll like it.
Yeah.
Maybe for Father's Day we all chip in and get you one.
Nah,
I'm
for Dad.
No.
But we'll all play it. It's fine.
Court would end up with that.
Yeah, probably.
I don't play that. I don't play it. So I would end up
All
giving it
right.
to Jeremiah or Cortland.
Well,
Now, if I could play them games on a computer, I would tear them up. They know that.
y'all tied, so y'all know each other way too
Yeah.
well. Too close. Which is a good thing though.
Oh yeah.
So you both are winners in my eyes, so I'll definitely hook you up later.
Aww.
But thank you so much for joining me on Tea Time with Liz tonight. This has been amazing. Father's Day Sun special. We had some great times and laughs. I hope you all enjoyed the conversation as well.
Oh yeah.
They're both on social media if you want to follow them. They're a great time. My brother's barely on social media, to be honest, but follow my dad. He's like,
No.
he's got great wisdom all the time. Hit him up. He'll
right.
share it. So,
No.
but until next time, we thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Thanks.
See ya.